Let's hear Donald Trump get pressed on his claim about the MMR vaccine before he's asked about Anthony Fauci and newly surfaced text messages.
Mr. President, I think I heard you say that the MMR vaccine for measles, mumps, and rubella is quite lethal. Is there any evidence of that?
No. What I've heard is that there are some people that say it is that way. And I say, well, let's say there's a 5% chance of it. Let's split it up. Because they do say that given individual, MMR, that given individual, there is no impact. In fact, they've said how safe it seems to be. But I've heard when you put them together, they can be explosive. Yeah.
Mr. President, have you spoken with the new Attorney General or Jeanine Pirro about prosecuting Dr. Fauci?
I have not spoken to him about that, no.
Mr. President, Senators Rand Paul and Ron Johnson released some text messages from Anthony Fauci, and it appears that as early as January 2021, they knew that there could possibly be complications with pregnant women and miscarriages tied to the COVID vaccine. Yet the Biden administration health officials, they didn't change their rhetoric. Your reaction?
Well, the Biden administration was a disaster in every way. That would be just one way, but they have been a disaster in every single way. It's unimaginable what they did in that. Forget about weaponization, forget even about, as important as what you're saying, so many of the open borders, the men and women's sports. They've just been a horrendous disaster, the highest inflation in history. And we're doing a great job.
The texts were released that same day, August 10th, 2026, by Senators Ron Johnson and Rand Paul from a device turned over by HHS, part of a trove of more than 34,000 messages from Fauci's government phone. In a January 2021 exchange with then CDC Director Rochelle Walensky and then Surgeon General nominee Vivek Murthy, Fauci wrote that the fever and cytokine response after a second COVID vaccine dose theoretically could be associated with miscarriage in the first trimester. Days earlier, Fauci had declined to answer the Senate Homeland Security Committee, invoking his Fifth Amendment right. Trump's answer here doesn't exactly address the text directly, instead broadly criticizing the prior administration.